Libra, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-November 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, as always, and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's happening for the lovely Libra collective. I hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going, my guides. Talk to me about these lovely Libras. What's happening in mid-November? Please. And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Libra in mid-November, my guides. What's happening with my friends? Okay. Let's get this first card popping quick. That was super quick. I asked and it came out on the very first shuffle. We do have the High Priestess type of energy, intense. Super intense here for us to start off with High Priestess energy for you, Libra. Very much energetically sensitive, and all the themes that play along with the High Priestess are showing up for you very powerfully. So your empathy could be extra heightened in this time. Very dreamy. There's so much that goes into this card. There's a lot of detail. Before we fully dive into it, though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the November subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk about the High Priestess. Now, yes, this is an oracle deck. This isn't a tarot deck, but she just has all the themes that I think of with the High Priestess. Notice it's an older, stronger, powerful divine feminine figure. She has a crystal ball in front of her with a key inside of it. There's also a lockbox next to her. So when I see this, I think of someone that has esoteric knowledge, secret knowledge. It's very psychic. It's extremely intuitive. And you know she's the matron of psychics, intuitives, and tarot readers. When she shows up in the front end, maybe it's some sort of situation or linked with a Pisces. Doesn't always have to be. But I always say, when she's the starter card, you're going to be feeling energies of people, places, and things much more intense than you normally do. So whether it's people that you're energetically connected with, things within the home, maybe it's the world itself, something about subtle energies could be affecting a lot of Libras in this time. So make sure you're cleansing your space, make sure you're protecting your energy and things like that. But another thing with her is she represents a little mystery or surprise. So whether it's developments in a certain situation you're going through or someone behaving in a way that you hadn't expected, there is like a little bit of the unexpected or surprise with the High Priestess, a little bit of secrecy too, but not bad. So we're just going to put her down right there. Let's get into tarot. I feel like I could talk about that card for like 20 days. Let's see what we have for you. Yeah, we're going to get you 3 cards in the upright before we get into the intuitive juiciness. So let's shuffle it up one time, see what's happening for the Libras here, mid-November. And while we get the deck ready, let's talk about last week's reading. It was titled A Serious Problem. So whether a problem that you are going through that you should take very seriously or something you're going through, it's like, all right, well, maybe I should take this a little more serious. It was just, it didn't feel like somebody blowing a problem off, but it's like, all right, well, you should know the implications of something. That was just the vibe showing up. So I will say for a few weeks there's been some ups and downs and bumpy roads in the Libra reading, so hopefully you're not going through anything too rough. But let's see what we have for you this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone, so when we take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or people you're connected to, specifically with the High Priestess showing up. But let's get you 3. What's happening with the Libras, please? Thank you. Okay, 6 of Pentacles. This is a card that I link with Libra all the time. I do love it. It's a giving energy, wanting to give energy to something, whether you're wanting to give energy to something or vice versa. Let's get a couple more. What do we got for Libra, please? 7 of Cups, very active mentally. And we have the 7 of Cups, extremely dreamy. Get one more out here, then we'll start to piece this together. Thank you. Death card. All right, Scorpio energy. And this card could have some extra importance with the time of the year we're in right now, which at the time of this filming is Scorpio season. So don't freak out about that death card. It could be a lot of different things. So Libra, let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into the juicy intuitive stuff. Now, at first look, first glance, there's a lot going on internally here. And I could say that because, yeah, we do have one card that could represent the material world and abundance, money, work, stuff like that. But both of these cards are of the water element, the Seven of Cups and the Death card. So there's a lot of emotional intensity happening here. So for a lot of Libras, once again, we have the High Priestess, which is water energy. Now all this, there's a lot of inner intensity that we're going to want to keep a look at, or take a look at, pardon me. But position number one, let's go through one by one. We have the Six of Pentacles. Very good card. This is a very positive card. Now, I do link this with Libra energy because it does have the scales depicted in it. So I can also say it's one of the minor karmic cards as well. The Death card is a major karmic card. So maybe we're going to be seeing some karmic archetypes show up in this week's reading. But the Six of Pentacles to me is giving, wanting some sort of equality or balance, whether within your life or in certain situations. When I see this card, it's somebody wanting to give their energy to something. So whether it's you wanting to give your energy to a situation or a person, or someone wanting to give their energy towards you, it's a very benevolent type of energy. It's charitable as well. I also say this as a card of gift giving. Right? So whether you're giving gifts, whether you're receiving gifts, it's like, okay, I want to give my energy to this. So I really like this energy. It could be good monetary things coming in for a lot of you, but like I said, that's an action card to me, even though it's pentacle energy. So we'll just have to see. Moving to the center, this is where we move inward. Okay, so with whatever energies you're dealing with and whatever's happening, this could be outer. Now we're moving to the intense inward energy. We have the Seven of Cups. Now, this could be a couple of different things. The Seven of Cups is a card of paths. It's a card of options. Maybe you're in the mind space right now where you're really thinking something through. This could be someone that has you on the mind. You might have someone else on the mind. There's just a lot of mental action happening here. You could be looking at your life in general, like, okay, well, what way am I going to go? What path? What options do I have coming in? So this can be good when it talks about options, but this card could represent overthinking or just being in the mind quite a bit, or thinking things into the ground, okay? Which isn't always a bad thing. Sometimes it's good to think about things from various different angles, okay? But I'm getting a lot of inner intensity, like mentally and emotionally. So we're going to want to look at this a little further. It's daydreaming. So you might be daydreaming a little more than you normally do. I know Libras, they have very vivid imaginations and they have very active minds. So this, this fits when I see the Seven of Cups there, but it might be a little extra intense, especially with the High Priestess in the beginning. Now, moving to the back, we have the Death card. For a portion of you might be linked to Scorpio. If that's the case, that could be them showing up back here. There's a lot of mental action, a lot of energy moving around between that, but we are currently at the time of this filming in Scorpio season. So in my simplistic style, the Death card could just represent something that's coming towards you, or a way you might be feeling, or something in regards to your emotions. Now the Death card, a lot of readers say, all right, yeah, the Death card means end of story, game over. I don't go that route. To me, this is more of like a card of resurrection, Phoenix rising from the ashes, renewed, reinvigorated. So yes, it could represent karmic cycles closing, but then new ones opening up. This isn't necessarily a bad card. It's like changing. It's revamping. So when I see the Death card, I think of changes. But once again, it is karmic. It speaks of the cycles of life. So when we have two karmic cards in the main part of the spread, we might be dealing with some heavy things. And like I said, emotionally and internally, there's a big intensity here. Powerful. You might be feeling a lot of things. So I want to dive deeper on all of it, Libra. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here and see what's happening for the Libras, please, guides and spirit team. And yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Six of Pentacles. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Libra, you can drop it down in the comments. I don't mind. All right, Six of Pentacles. What is this action we got here? Oh, okay. Oh, it's harsh. You might be urged to help someone in this time, or you feel like you need help. Okay, I'm getting like a shout for help here. We have the Five of Pentacles in the upright underneath the Six of Pentacles. It's like, I need help. That's what I'm getting in my head. I need help, I need help, I need help. So not saying it's you, right? I'm not coming at you and saying like, you're in distress, but this is somebody in distress here, or like a lot of mental stress. We'll see when we get to the Seven of Cups if we're talking about someone's mental state. I would say in this time, watch out for monetary things, watch out for spending, overspending, make sure you're budgeting money properly, stuff like that. That's very big with this alignment. But when I see the Five of Pentacles, it's a lonely type of card. It's an isolated type of card, and it could be very tough to deal with. So in conjunction with what we have coming up, someone might be going through a very difficult time, right? Someone could be going through a tough time and hurting, and you might want to help, right? Or someone might want to help you. I'm getting that vibe here. It's like, okay, I need help. I need help. I need help. So just take that for whatever it's worth. There could be someone in your circle or even yourself, they might need a helping hand. But watch for the monetary things here as well, because there is a little bit of a recipe here. Because remember, I said the Six of Pentacles is charitable. It's very giving. It's like throwing the pentacles all over the place, and that's the end result. So watch the spending. Help within your means. Stuff like that. I hope that makes sense. We're going to keep moving over here. I feel like someone feels like they need some help here. So let's see what's up with the Seven of Cups. Let's see what's happening. I really want to get over to that Death card as well. So why is the Seven of Cups here for Libra? Thank you. Okay. Yeah, we have the Emperor in reverse underneath the Seven of Cups. Yeah, there is something within someone's mind that they cannot quite control. Okay, there's, whether it's a thought process, whether it's a behavior, whatever this is showing up here, like it's very, very difficult to control this. Okay, take that for what it's worth. However that might hit your situation or life, whether it's something you're thinking or a thought process, or even if this is somebody else right here, the mental space is just going haywire. Okay, so to me, this feels like someone who, like, mentally, emotionally, they could be a bit of a mess right now. Or this could be someone that is like very uptight, nervous, anxious, just on edge type of energy with all the stuff we got going on, right? Because we have it physically, now we have it mentally. The Emperor, Aries energy, okay? Big boss type of energy, someone who's in control of situations, a shot caller type. Now, you might just be having issues with the divine masculine figure. Hopefully you're not, but this could even be an Aries in your life. But when I see the Emperor in reverse, it's like somebody who can't control something. Like it's uncontrollable. And with the money, whether it's someone who can't control their spending, whether it's someone who can't control their behaviors or thought processes, like there's a lot of intensity here. So there is somebody that, once again, might need help, or someone who, they're just a mess at the moment. Okay? Not saying it's constant, it's all the time, just like it's somebody who needs to take a breath or take a step back. We're going to move over to the Death card. It's hitting me in an intense way here, Libra. So let's see why the Death card is in the mix. Then we'll do a quick little recap. Yeah, someone might need some help. That's for sure. So why is Death here? Then we'll do our recap for the shadows. Yeah, this energy is like hitting me like a ton of bricks, my friends. I'm going to keep it real with you. Okay. There's a lot of intensity. Okay. This feels a little better. This is the energy starting to free up. We have the Four of Swords in reverse. Watch out for sleep issues in this time, my friends. Make sure you're getting proper rest and relaxation when we have the Four of Swords in reverse. This is something that's repeating, or something that will repeat, that's showing up here. Now, once again, I'm getting a couple of different things. Either one, if it's linked into all this stuff where it feels like it's going haywire, in this time of Scorpio season, like it's meant to, for whatever reason, when we have the Four of Swords in reverse, it could be someone that's having a very difficult time sleeping, getting rest, things of that sort. But the Four of Swords in reverse, to me, especially under a card like the Death card, does mean that something's going to swing back around, okay? Eventually, one way or another. Like something is going to repeat. So whether it is a behavior, a situation, a person, however it fits for you, there's something deeply ingrained within this energy. I'm not feeling a lot of fresh energy here this week, Libra. So take that for what it's worth. And I know a lot of people, when they tune into readings, they want to see what new is coming in. But it seems to me like this week, this energy doesn't feel fresh and new, right? This feels like something is bound to repeat in one way or another, okay? Or this is just very restless and it links in with the rest, okay? So And this could absolutely, on top of everything I just spoke about, be an emotional warning as well. Okay, that someone's emotional state is haywire, and someone's emotional state, they can't quite control it, and someone's monetary, they might be having problems, they might need some help of some kind, whatever way that comes in, right? Like this could be a warning that someone's emotions are completely out of whack. All right, so let's go through and do a quick recap here, Libra. Like there's a lot happening here, and it's like getting to the point where it's like making my energy feel frazzled. So let's go through and then we'll get into the shadow card. Position number one, we do have the Six of Pentacles with the Five of Pentacles in the upright. You're going to want to watch out for reckless spending, financial issues and situations in this time. Make sure you have a budget and things like that. Very giving energy, but if you give too much, you might end up like this Five of Pentacles, right? Another vibe I was getting is like, somebody help, somebody help, somebody help. Like that just kept ringing through my head. So whether it's someone that wants your help, whether it's you needing someone else's help, it goes whatever way, but it's like a cry for help, okay? Take that for what it's worth, okay? Help within your means. That's a big thing here, Libra, especially with the Six of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. Help others, because I know you're very helpful individuals, but help within your means. Moving to the center, we have the Seven of Cups with the Emperor in reverse. Someone can't quite control their mental state or a certain way or behavior or something. It's like, I can't help it. I can't help but think of it. I can't help but do this. I can't help but do that. So yeah, it could link into the needing help. And I did say whether it is someone who's nervous or anxious, it just feels messy, right? It just feels like someone is going through a tough one here, okay? Moving to the back end, we have the Death card with the Four of Swords. And this could all link together. It could be separate different things happening. But Death card with the Four of Swords in reverse, someone might be having a very difficult time sleeping or keeping it together in one way or another. I did say this could be a big emotional warning that we have going throughout this whole thing, that there could be a lot of emotional volatility and someone's going through a very difficult time here. But I was also getting the vibe of something being bound to eventually repeat. Okay, there's not a lot of fresh energy here, so do with that what you will. Please take a screenshot. Let's see what's in the shadows. Okay, maybe we'll get some more detail here, Libra. And yes, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end. I feel like it's a nice thing to do, whether it's within you or something you don't quite see. It doesn't always have to be a challenge. Let's see what's in the shadows for Libra. And yes, if you've made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it down in the comments. So yeah, it's a beautiful way to support the channel. So added a new tier in there. It's only a couple bucks for those of you that want the Zodiac emojis and the membership badges. No pressure. Let's get you a shadow card. Wrap this up. What's in the shadows for Libra? Thank you. Okay. Knight of Pentacles, something moving slow. It's either something moving slow or something sticking around here when we have the Knight of Pentacles. Now, this can represent Earth sign energy, especially with the Pentacles we had in the first part of the spread. Watch money things. Make sure you're not spending erratic or being erratic with the Knight of Pentacles in the shadows. But the lack of progress about something or a situation could become very frustrating in this time. So keep that in mind, right? There's nothing wrong with being slow and steady. Notice he is on that snail there, and that can be a little bit frustrating. So I do feel for a lot of Libras, there could be certain things going on that could really test your patience, okay? And with the whole reading we just had and now this, maybe this Knight of Pentacles isn't a bad energy to embrace in this time, unless you feel like it's like roadblocks and hurdles that are just nonstop. So do with that what you will, my friends. That's what I have for you this week. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details. The November subscriber surprise. You got your name in for the October subscriber surprise. The winners will be in the community tab after this week's fire and air readings. But for November, we're bringing back winner's choice. 2 lucky subscribers will get to pick a deck of their choosing up to $40 US. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, out of all the zodiac signs, which one do you think is the most fun? Which one do you have the most fun with? And yeah, after that, you'll be entered to win. And at the end of November, I'll pick the winners at random as usual. My friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.